All right, folks. Wow, I gotta get close to the microphone so you can hear me. That's how technology works. So, hey, welcome to my Wednesday night stream. It feels like a Friday to me, though, because it is my Friday. It is the Friday of Fridays. Because I just went through a 9-day work week stretch. And we're gonna get things popping, by the way. You might not be watching yet, but we're going to get things popping, starting with some quick promotion to let people know that this is happening. People like you. So, publishing this on the Up and Loaded Facebook page and the Up and Loaded Twitter page right this very moment. And if you haven't already, this would be a great time to follow and like and yada, yada, yada. I think that's a great idea. So, while we still have 0 streamers, now would be a good time for me to scratch my head. Okay, we're just going to go full hat off here. Alright. Let's get this thing popping. While we wait for the viewers to arrive, I'm going to get the chat up so that I can see all of your wonderful words. I'm sure you have nothing but kind words and thoughts to say. And if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. I'm ready for a fight. But it's not going to be like that, I'm sure. I'm absolutely, positively, 100% sure. Now it says, I'm trying to get the Fortnite showing up on the screen, but for some reason, doesn't want to. What if I do this? There we go. All is well. So, I have learned that Fortnite has 2 different modes. Now, there's a Battle Royale mode, which has, I guess, taken the world by storm. Cool, man. Sup? Let me just add to this chat here. Let me give a good sup with several exclamation points. Yeah, so Fortnite has 2 different modes. Battle Royale has taken over. Articles are being written about it. But yeah, there's this other mode called Save the World, and it's got a description that says Co-op PvE. Now, PvE stands for something sexual. I don't know. I guess I would need to play to really know. But it says Cooperative PvE Storm Fighting Adventure. Maybe that's where I could find this comment that everyone's talking about. Let's get this thing started. We're gonna play some Fortnite, and we're gonna play some other games. But I'm feeling good because this is my Friday, and I've been working. I've been working like a dog. My schedule sucks. I work fairly late, later than most people. I used to have a really bad schedule when I worked in Las Vegas. That's Las Vegas, Nevada. You probably know it as Las Vegas. My schedule really sucked. I had the graveyard shift of graveyard shifts. Well, several different graveyard shifts, I guess. I had a midnight to 8 a.m. and a 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. The good thing about that, though, is you might have noticed I didn't say midnight to 8:30 a.m., which is kind of how I would have to describe it these days. Because back then, you could work 8 hours and you got an hour paid lunch. And it was great. It was great. Times have changed. I just got done working 9 days straight. 0 days off. And that's not cool. So this is my Friday, and I actually have a little bit of a vacation coming on, starting right this very moment. So, oh wait, Tilted Towers is where the comet is, right? This is where I'm gonna be looking for this comet here, okay? Tilted Towers. Me and about a couple other people. All I care about is the comet. So, how's everything going with you guys today? I'm happy, like I said. I have a vacation. I got 11 days off work, 9 days straight, just to have 11 days off. That's not how it works. I actually had to use my vacation time for that. But I want to know, there's this beautiful chat box that you could be using. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be going for the dot, right? Go for the dot. There we go. It's all worth it. Somebody else is gonna come in here and just shoot the hell out of me. Wait, you can keep going. We can go deeper. We can go deeper. Oh, I guess not. You could just break the floor. Alright, so all that was not really worth it, huh? The gun ain't really nothing. And I'll take everything back if this gun kills somebody. Everything back. Whoa. So what is that? Is that a trap? No, it's a fireplace. Well, what do you do with it? What do you do with the blue fireplace? Fire pit. I need to know. I need to know how I can use this to hurt somebody. Oh, see, somebody's already... I need to get my fire pit out. I think he'll come. Yeah. Oh. See, this is how you know I don't play this enough, because I thought I had an automatic weapon in my hands. But it plays 69th. Oh, yeah, 69. You might have noticed, game's not going to be stuttering anymore. I turned off this automatic replay save thing, at least for now. I want you guys to have a silky smooth experience. I want you to see me die in 60 frames per second. But yeah, how's it going, guys? How's it going? Playing here as a smooth Spanish gentleman. You know what I need to do? Since we're just loading things up here. Just checking my notifications on my phone, because I've noticed every time I've done these streams, after I'm done streaming, I get one of these little notifications saying, you know, I'm live. So maybe this is a good way to bump up my numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I can see myself live. This is meta. Check this out. I'm watching myself. I'm watching myself stream. How cool is that? And at the same time, just bumping up my numbers, making it look like I've got 3 viewers. Even though YouTube's a little late on the catch-up. I'm gonna turn this phone stream off. I think it's kind of embarrassing. You know, Kevin Pereira got caught botting on Twitch to make his show seem like it's doing better than it was. It wasn't doing so good. You might have known him from Attack of the Show back on G4. A lot of people like that show. But his Twitch account got banned for it. So you don't want to do that. Cool Man says, can't believe it's spring. You know what? Neither can I. But over here in SoCal, it's been spring since January. It's been ridiculous. We've had our bout of cool weather. Oh my gosh, I picked the worst place to land, huh? Everybody's here. Oh no. How long you guys think I got? I can hear somebody else breaking in. This isn't good. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna rock this right away, because no good can come from what's transpiring in this building. Oh, no! I swear I'm better than that. But it didn't even feel like anything was connecting. Specifically, my bullets and hers. Yeah, that's not cool. See, now it says 3 watching. It's a total lie. It's a farce. I'm gonna act like I'm not watching anymore. So, I don't want YouTube to think I'm botting myself with myself. Do that in private. So, all right, we could do this again, right? We could do better. We could do better. You demand better. I demand better. All right, we're getting some diversity in. I was playing as a Spanish guy. Now I think I'm an Asian guy, possibly Asian American. Yeah, it's a pretty tall dude. But yeah, cool man, it is spring. It is spring. And Hollywood seems to think it's summer, because we got some big movies coming out. We got Avengers coming out this month. We've got, what else we got coming out? Han Solo comes out like 2 weeks after that. It's just called Solo. The guy doesn't really look like Han Solo. What do y'all think of that? Do you think it's going to be good? You know, all these rumors circulating that Disney thinks that movie's gonna do really poorly or be a bad movie. And rumors are saying that they're writing it off. Like, they know that they're losing money on this movie, which is, I mean, that's kind of crazy. I don't think that they're going to lose money. Even if the movie's a total dog, I don't think they're going to lose money on it. Even if the movie is just awful, which, I mean, it's not looking great as far as the story behind that movie is pretty much reshot completely. Kathleen Kennedy, she's the woman in charge of Star Wars. She said, you know, I don't like this movie. I don't like your direction. I don't like these directors. So we're going to go ahead and get Ron Howard in here. You know him from Happy Days. And he's more of a director. He's more well known for his directorial adventures than he is for Happy Days these days. But he directed Solo. He redirected Solo. So I want to know what you guys think of that. What do you guys think? Do you think the movie's going to be good? Are you digging these new Star Wars movies? I think so far so good, honestly. If you actually look at what we had most recently before Disney took over with the prequels, yeah, I think they're better, hands down. I think Rogue One and Force Unleashed, is that what it's called? No, the Force Unleashed, The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi. Even though people are divisive on that, I think it's a better movie than probably any of the prequels for sure. Rick's here. Any wins yet? Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by win. Because I guess I consider a win... No wins. Oops. Just, oh, shit. No! Does that answer your question? No wins. But I can say, Rick, that I have placed in the top 10. Now, I was at the very end of that top 10. I was number 10, but can't say there's been any wins. But 10's progress. Coolman says, I never got into Star Wars. You know, I'm hearing that sentiment a lot more recently. And I'm wondering if this is like a generational thing. Because I think it's easier if you were born in a certain time, especially a time when Star Wars was not in a heyday, because Star Wars has had, I guess, multiple heydays now. But if you weren't born in a time where, or a zone, or an area, you know, where it was super popular amongst your group of friends, I could see that. You know? If it's not a, what's the word? If it's not a phenomenon, I can see, you know, someone just not being into it. Or, you know, if it's just not your cup of tea. But I am interested, if you don't like Star Wars, do you like anything within that same realm? Do you like just sci-fi movies in general? Like Blade Runner 2049? Way more niche than Star Wars. But that was a great movie. It was a great movie. Almost 3 hours long. But it was a good movie. I just went from great to good. But no, it was good. I saw it in a Dolby theater. You guys ever see a movie in a Dolby theater? It's really nice. It's really expensive too. Especially if you're paying for two. Like I most often do. It's like $20 a ticket, and this is out in Southern California. But the sound is phenomenal. Picture's really good. I'm always playing in one of those, sitting in one of those fancy reclining seats. Very nice, but easy to get sleepy in. So you're paying for an expensive nap at a certain point. Look at these people just trying to get in my Kool-Aid. Oh my gosh, this is not going to be good. Not going to be good. Okay. So I'm looking for a weapon. Yesterday. Okay. Let's do it. Let's run. I remember people talking about it in the early 2000s. Yeah, that was prequel days. My little brother and I and my mom, I think that was around the time parents is going through a divorce. So Daddy wasn't in the picture that much. But we would see these prequels, and we would see them either on day one or the next day. And they were huge. They were a phenomenon. Everybody was seeing them. Even if they weren't that good. Everybody's watching. Just like everybody's watching this stream right now. Now, granted, we went down from 4 to 3, but that's a legit 3. And I can't help but think we are going to double, triple, quadruple all of these numbers. We're going to get to Star Wars numbers. But yeah, cool, man. People were talking about it. It was a big deal. And it still is, I guess, right? These movies are making over $1 billion. That's huge. You know, when these Star Wars movies first came out, if you had told George Lucas that, you know, one day this franchise that you created is going to start making over $1 billion a pop, would have blown his 70s mind. You can't break the bus, I guess. You can't break the bus. Yeah, so Spider-Man's coming out, the video game. Just caught a little whiff of the news on there. I guess it was like $150 special edition. Would you pay for $150 special edition of a Spider-Man game? Or would you pay $150 for any special edition of a game? That's today's question. I should throw it in the ticker. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. Nobody can steal that, okay? Nobody's ever done that before. It's a patent pending thing. Would you ever pay? Oh, no, that wasn't the patent pending idea. The patent pending idea is to put questions of the day in the ticker, okay? Just don't tell anybody, and just please remind me to do it, alright? The streaming is a community thing. We all need to do this together. That is not an appeasing hamburger, is it? A hamburger has a tongue. You guys are thinking, you know what? Maybe you should play the game instead of looking at posters. And they put the poster there for a reason, alright? Oh, it makes a little rhythmic music to it. It's like you guys are watching somebody walk for the first time. Like, oh yeah, he just learned something that everybody knows. Alright. Alright, now let's get serious, right? You think anybody's gonna come in here if I take a little swig? Take another little swig. Gotta get my shield on, right? Am I going to buy it? I'm not planning on buying it. Spider-Man? Yeah, I think I probably will. Just because I'm in the mood for something that plays like a good action game with some aerial mechanics. I dig that. I don't dig the white spider on Spider-Man. This is the stuff I complain about. I'm gonna like the white spider. I wish it was black. I don't know. I just don't like the aesthetic of the white on the red, I guess. But Coolman says I never get the hype for special edition games. Yeah. Personally, me neither. I would not. I would not recommend paying $150 for a game, no matter how nice the pewter trophy or pewter statue is that it comes with. Just doesn't seem worth it. It screams buyer's remorse. Oh, crap. Alright. What do you think the odds are I survive this? You think he knows? Do you think he knows? He doesn't know. I don't know what kind of weapon I'm using, obviously. Crap. No. This game, all you gotta do is build stairs in the middle of the game. See, look at that. Look at that, though. That's progress. Oh, crap. 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 This guy. This wise guy. Thinking he could shoot at me. Oh, he's probably right. I think it ran out of bullets. Place 62. 62nd. I was gonna say 62th. Place 62th. Yeah, I don't get the special edition deal either. And some of it has gotten so ridiculous. Y'all remember when Call of Duty first started going crazy with the special editions? They started that whole... I don't know if they started it, but they really popularized the $150 special edition for one game. And at the time, they would do things like... They'd have a gimmick with each game. There was one that came with like an RC car with a camera on it, and there was some night vision goggles, some crappy night vision goggles, that sort of thing. So it came with like a technological toy, essentially, for 150 bucks, and you got, I don't know if you got the season pass with that or not, but probably not. But yeah, that was a thing. And now I don't think the Call of Duty games even touch that kind of reward or bonus. You said they should add buildless mode for Fortnite. Explain a buildless mode to me. Oh, you duh. It's in the word. It's in the phrase. You can't build, right? No quick easy stair shield. Cuz obviously I don't have that mastered yet. Maybe it's easier to just throw out a stair real quick if you're playing with a controller. Maybe I should, because I play with a controller on other games while I'm streaming, like Rocket League or soon Octodad. Last time we tried Octodad, couldn't get it functioning properly, but did a little prep work this time. Octodad, I'm proud to announce, is working with audio, good controls, high specs. It's looking beautiful. Look at that. We were right on top of each other. Look at that. We're meant to be. Oh, don't you run away from me. Don't you? You know what? It's probably for the best. Because history says I'm not going to kill that person. But yeah, Rick, I completely agree. They should add a buildless mode to Fortnite. And these people are swarming my zone. What's up here? Oh, that's what's up here. Treasure chest. There we go. Oh, look at that. All my stuff just freaking fell. And if I go down there, I'm going to die, right? So I have to build. This is a bad idea. This is why nobody does this, right? This is why nobody does this. And I got nothing. I got nothing. Okay. And I'm hurt. And I'm hurt. This is a bad idea. I got some remote detonating bomb. Can I break this to get some? Yeah, there we go. I'm mad at this thing. 100% agree though. They should add a buildless mode to Fortnite. But I think they're not concerned. I think they're thinking, you know, why? We've got you guys by the palm of our hands. We're making bank. This is the most popular game on Twitch. Probably the most popular game on YouTube. What was the first Call of Duty game that I played online? Rick asks. That would be, I would think that's the first Modern Warfare. And I played other Call of Duty games before that. I know I owned the Call of Duty 3 on the Wii. I had the Wii version, which was the first Call of Duty to come out for the Wii. Came out of the Wii's launch, and they didn't show any screenshots. I mean, they had 2 screenshots up until, like, launch. And then finally they showed video footage of, oh, crap. Here, I'm so concerned about this. You know what? I wonder if I should just go for broke. Is this? Oh, it's remote dead, isn't it? That's what I said. I said it was remote dead. Oh, crap. How do I... Okay, I think I right-click. Let me just... Damn. I thought I would get him. I thought that would be really cool, but he was up top. He had me play. He played me. Place 56. Yeah, it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That was Call of Duty 4. That was the first one I think I played online. And... lots of fun. Played it on PlayStation 3. That is the third PlayStation to come out. We played that for hours and 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 hours. It's a good game. It was actually a game-changing game. It was a 60 frames per second online shooter. And even the single player, the campaign was good. It was good times all around. Now, even at the time, though, I wasn't a fan of this whole pay-for-maps thing because I typically like to play a lot of my online first-person shooters. Call of Duty wasn't the first. Call of Duty on PlayStation 3 was not my first online first-person shooter. I came from the PC days of playing Rainbow Six, like the original Rainbow Six games, and Rainbow Six 3. Oh, so much online Rainbow Six 3, but the other ones, too. Tons of time. And those maps... were free. Cool Man says the DLC has ruined gaming. Yeah, to a certain extent. We've really gone down that slope. We can talk about that. We can definitely talk about that. But yeah, I mean, when I never purchased any of the maps. I didn't purchase any. I don't think they had a season pass at the time. They definitely weren't using that term. I think the first time I heard the term season pass applied to a video game was with Gears of War 3. I don't know. It was one of the Gears of War games, and they used that term season pass, and it was kind of confusing to me at the time because season pass, for all I had ever known it for, was applied to things like amusement parks, Disneyland, Universal Studios, that sort of thing. Get a season pass. You can go for a season. So when I heard them using this term, I thought, well, does that mean this DLC is like temporary? You can only have it for a little while and then it's gone? Turns out they heard my thoughts and said, later, just you see. Just you wait and see. We're going to have things like paying for limited amounts of easy fatalities in Mortal Kombat. That kind of crap. You have EA executives saying that players will pay money to reload. And they're right. There are players out there that will pay money for a clip. It's ridiculous. It's just sad. Just sad. But so yeah, I didn't buy any of the maps, even though they were, I think even at the time they were pretty popular. Activision knew that they had a hit on their hands with Modern Warfare. Just Call of Duty in general was big, because Call of Duty 2 on the Xbox 360, that was like the first next-gen Call of Duty at the time, quote-unquote. You think I got this guy? You think I got this guy? He's running. Running, and running. Uh-oh. Now I'm about to run. Uh-oh. Don't you run. And I'm out of ammo. Should I chase him when I'm out of ammo? Probably not. Alright. Okay. Come on. No. No, come on, damn it. Oh, thank God. Woo! We did it, guys. We did it. That was all us. Now, do I survive this? Oh, health is already 70. Oh, I don't even need it. This is just wonderful. So he was being shot at, right? Like, I'm not crazy that he kind of got double teamed, or was he just kind of, did I freak him out Batman style where he's shooting all around? But answer me this, folks, and don't be embarrassed. Just kind of a survey amongst 3 friends. Have you ever purchased a season pass? If so, what was it for and why? What enticed you? Because I mentioned earlier that the Call of Duty games don't give away, like the expensive versions of the games don't give away nearly the same kind of stuff they used to, right? I don't remember the last time I heard of a Call of Duty game coming in with some kind of tech toy. Cool Man says no. Yeah, me neither. But yeah, now, I mean, the rumor now, right, is that the next Call of Duty is going to have a pre-order bonus for, I mean, last time it was the $80 version of the game, I think. Pre-order bonus of another remastered game. This time it would be Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Only it wouldn't come with a multiplayer mode. It would just be campaign only. You know, the bread and butter of the Call of Duty games. What everybody is caring about when they think about nostalgic memories of Call of Duty. To be fair, some people do, but most people care about the multiplayer. Let's follow the line. I've learned to do this a little bit earlier than what I've been doing it at. Alright. So, next Call of Duty is rumored to have Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign only. Maybe that's smart. I remember after the PlayStation 3 got hacked, the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2 was just a complete mess. Just a mess. It was just full of hackers. It wasn't fun anymore. And I think the nuke was a bad idea. You got 25 kills in a row without dying. You could nuke the entire game, kill everybody, including the people on your team, and end the game. I think it was a bad idea. Rick says, I bought a Call of Duty game with a season pass, but it was just $20 in total. So it came with a season pass? Yeah, you know, I'm okay with that kind of thing, honestly. I advocate that kind of thing. If you're paying less than what the game cost at launch, specifically less than $60, and even if $60, if it comes with everything, I don't feel like you're getting ripped off because you're paying the baseline or less and getting more. I advocate that 100%. Artsy Killer, welcome Artsy Killer, says, Laser Lemming, have you made any more videos shitting on crappy IPs like Titanfall? No. Let me ask you. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. I was killing it. I was killing one person. And I got distracted. Let me ask you, what is it that you do not like about Titanfall? Because I've actually praised Titanfall 2 quite a bit. First one, not so much, because that one I felt was pretty light on content, and that was because it was rushed out to meet the Xbox One launch. But the second one, I advocate what they were doing with the free DLC 100%. Now, the game was shipped out to die by EA by sandwiching it between one of their own games, Battlefield 1, and the obvious biggest seller, Call of Duty. But other than that, I supported it. I'm not happy that Respawn Entertainment was sold to EA, so I'm not optimistic about the future of Titanfall, but Titanfall 2, I was pleased with. Cool Man says, I miss when you have to unlock stuff in the game. Preach, dude. Preach. I'll say this all the time. Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers Brawl, for example. A myriad of content, all free, that you could unlock. Costumes, music, etc. Artsy Kill says, I remember buying Titanfall 1 Collector's Edition for $60 to the best. You know, I'm glad. Hold on. I wish I could cancel this real quick. I'm glad you brought up the Collector's Edition of that game. For $60 through Best Buy deal and came on YouTube and saw your video. Thank you. Yes, and that's why I'm so glad you brought up that game. Yeah, so you get a schematic for a mythical robot. They were really hyping up that that poster. You got a blueprint of a Titanfall for an IP that wasn't even established yet. Like people are supposed to get really excited about a damn blueprint. Oh no! My computer's trying to restart. Oh my god. Yeah, Titanfall 2 has really good AI. Yeah, Rick, I agree. I agree. It does, especially with the way the Titan follows you. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Artsy Killer. That's good memories. Yeah, when EA launched Titanfall 1, they had some balls on them, didn't they? First of all, they let Microsoft money hat them, which was a bad idea. So Microsoft said, "Hey, we need a killer exclusive," and Titanfall's coming from the guys who made Call of Duty popular. They made Call of Duty a success, so why not start there? Because we might have an exclusive franchise that nobody else has, and it'll be ours. It'll be all ours. And EA had some balls. They said, you know what this game needs? Oh, shit. Yes, that's a gun right there. That's a gun. So EA comes out with this like $150 version of the game. Comes with a poster or two of a Titan and like a statue, like a little pewter metal statue that with some lights on. And say, hey, $150. Isn't that nice? Damn. I'm sorry I died, but I'm just delighted with memories of arrogance on EA's part. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So, yeah. You guys got any gaming regrets? Things that you wish you hadn't bought? I think I got a few. I said earlier that I was a big Rainbow Six fan back in the day. And I kind of regret getting Rainbow Six Siege, at least on the PlayStation 3. I think I would like it more on the PC, but on the PS3, I'm no good. I'm no good on the PS3, so I think that's my bias against it. Artsy Killer says, do you own the Switch? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do, and I own probably too many games for it, but Really enjoy it. The Switch Pro controller might be my favorite controller, at least in the hand. It just feels good. The buttons are a nice size, and I like the HD rumble and the gyro and all that, but it just feels really good in the hand. It says, I wish I didn't buy Rainbow or PUBG on Xbox. Oh, yeah. I haven't played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds ever, actually, but I can't imagine playing that with the controller. And I've heard the performance isn't too hot on the Xbox One. And definitely not on the 360. But supposedly the mobile version plays pretty good. Let's see, like this game. And I haven't played the mobile version of Fortnite yet, but I can't imagine doing very well. I'm playing with a mouse and a keyboard, which is probably one of the most precise ways you could play a shooter. And I don't know. Unless, I'm assuming that there's some sort of digital analog slider in the mobile version, and I just don't dig that. Like, if you could just tap on the player, or just tap where you want to shoot, maybe that would be better. But I landed in probably the most popular zone in this game. Yep. Rick says, I bought The Division on day 1, sold it 5 days later, got 13 from GameStop. Yikes. Yeah. I played The Division beta, and I just wasn't digging it. That was when these publishers were really kind of getting behind this idea of games as a service. I didn't get it. I didn't understand the appeal. But obviously there are people out there. But I think The Division is kind of a failure. But didn't Ubisoft announce The Division 2? So it must be doing alright, I guess. It's just not for me. But yeah, that sucks. You sold it 5 days later. You really hated that game. Yeah. What can I say? He said, I felt more ripped off from Ubisoft than I did by the GameStop. Yeah. That's saying something. When I sell games, I don't go to GameStop though. Because they'll rip you off too every single time. I go to Craigslist. I'd rather chance getting murdered than let GameStop insult me. So, Artsy Killer says, I actually enjoyed the beta. Going rogue was fun. Then I heard it was heavily penalized in the full release. That's what always happens, right? That's what always happens. They create a game and design the beta or the review code, the early copy that the reviewers get, to be fun. They design it so you actually are earning things and you're enjoying yourself. Then the game comes out, and EA, Ubisoft, Activision, Warner Brothers, they all screw it up every single time. They add a day 1 patch that is intended to make the game a grind. Slows it down to a grinding halt, all for the incentive of paying them more money. Artsy Killer says, chance getting your life taken in a Walmart parking lot. Yes, exactly. I don't think I've ever done a Craigslist deal in a Walmart parking lot. I don't think so. But I've done some in some shadier parking lots in a Walmart, maybe a Big Lots. I know I've done it in Target. Yeah. Rick says, have I bought any new games? Yes, as a matter of fact. Well, new to me? I was gonna stream it probably this weekend or early next week. But I just got new Humble Bundle. I'm thinking of streaming Super Hot. Now that game is new to me. And you said any new games? I got Pac-Man Championship Edition DX2 for the Switch. Me and my wife have been playing that. It's pretty fun. But any big AAA games? Nah. I am going to do something I don't normally do, though. I'm pre-ordering. It's a bad word, but the impressions in the early impressions seem to say it's going to be a good game. God of War. I'm going to get God of War day 1 through Amazon. Pay less than $60. I think it's going to be like $48 if you pre-order it, essentially. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Artsy Killer says, Laser, what's your most anticipated release this year? good question. That is a good question. I think I haven't, and we really haven't seen anything yet. But the most hyped I've been for a trailer so far has been through the Smash Brothers on Switch, and if it's not a new game, my hype will go down considerably. I'm not screwing with this guy, am I? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. If it's not a new game, I won't be as hyped for it, but I just have a feeling it's a new game because Sakurai doesn't mess around. He's a developer, man. Oh, you saw me pushing X. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Red Dead. Yes, I'm excited for that. I'm kind of nervous, and I don't trust Rockstar anymore. They've gotten pretty. They promised like single player DLC for Grand Theft Auto 5, and they did not deliver at all. They just went full multiplayer, full games as a service. They're raking in the cash, and they don't care. But I loved the first Red Dead Redemption. Beat that game. Barely ever do I play that much of an open world game, but I love that first game. So I'm hesitantly optimistic for that game. Rick says, I've never played God of War, but this new one caught my eye. Yeah. I've played almost all of the God of War games, and I didn't play them except for God of War 3 on the PlayStation 3. I didn't play any of them when they first came out. I played them through the HD remasters, and that includes the PSP games too, I think. But everything except God of War Ascension, and they're fun games, fun like beat 'em up style games with a challenge, and they're beautiful, and the cinematics were awesome. But I was actually a little bit disappointed when I first saw the God of War, this new one, God of War, just because my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, actually used to watch me play the God of War games, and she could watch me play them because it was a fixed camera and it wasn't moving all around like this, right? So she gets kind of prone to motion sickness, so it was fun for both of us. So I was kind of disappointed. I mean, I can play this new God of War just fine. The free camera doesn't bother me one bit. Other disappointing thing to me was that they went with Kratos, and not because I didn't like Kratos, I actually do. But I was more disappointed in the developers because they said that at the end of God of War 3, they said this is the end of Kratos' story. And they chickened out because Kratos is a marketable character. All they did was add a beard to him, made him a little buffer, threw a son his way. So we'll see. But the game looks good. Game looks fun. So that'll be my next big game. Cool Man says, have you played the undead version? No, I have not. Of Red Dead, I have not played the undead version. I always wanted to. And if Rockstar had ever released it for PC, you better believe I would have by this point. I would have gotten that game on PC a long time ago. Just because it was so fun. And I've heard the undead stuff is fun too. But I had already bought in the game for $60. And I just couldn't pull the trigger on the undead version. But I've heard it's fun. Did you like it? Look at all these people here. Look at all these possible murderers. Oh my gosh. Run. So my question is, how do you land quicker? Because these fools seem to know how to land faster than I do. I don't even know what he shot me with. He shot me with a rifle. So not only did he know where to go, but he knew who to shoot. Cool Man says, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. It was a kind of an early zombie game, right? Yeah, y'all ever play Plants vs. Zombies? First one. I didn't mess with the second one. I didn't touch that second one. Turns out I was right. My instincts were right. Even the creator of the first game got fired because he wasn't messing with the ideas of the second one. They made it this free-to-play game. EA just poisoned it. Just poisoned it. But the first one was so addicting. Artsy Killer says, you have to hit the deploy threshold before you reach your target. Yeah, the first one was dope. So before I reach my target, the deploy threshold. So what's the deploy threshold? How do I know I've hit the deploy threshold? I guess you can't break through the these, huh? But I can break through. Oh no, you can't. I guess you can't break through nothing when you're first starting here. kind of want to glide in. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. You have to glide towards what you're going for, right? I have noticed that you move a little bit faster downward when you're gliding. I feel like I just kind of have to make big, large circles to get where I want to be. It says once you get close enough to the ground, your chute automatically deploys. Yeah, I noticed that. All right, thanks for the tips. I'm gonna. It says you don't want to deploy directly over your target. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. I think I get where you're going with this. Let's give this a shot. But yeah, Rick, anybody who has or is interested in a good what would you call Plants vs Zombies? I guess it's like a kind of like a basic tower defense kind of game. It's really fun. I wish I played through that whole game on my PC, but you could tell the game was not made for a high-end PC because graphically it's not much to look at, the first one at least. But I'd take that over the second one any day of the week. And even the little mini game they had in the background where you're, look, I'm supposed to be learning this. Learning how to go faster. Gotta go fast. All I got was ammo from that. Alright. What I got? Nothing. This gun will do one damage. I'm breaking through and there's a door. You said then they took the IP and made it into Battlefield. Yeah, with Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. I was actually really I was looking at that game sideways before it came out because I just thought you guys are gonna screw this up like you did with Plants vs Zombies 2. But it wasn't as greedy as I thought it was gonna be. Now the second one I haven't heard as nice of things. I actually have the first one. I got it for free, I think, through Origin. As crappy as EA is, they're trying to be pretty competitive when it comes to things like Origin and their EA Access stuff. You know, like if I really cared about EA games, EA Access is a really good deal, at least for now. But it's all a Trojan horse, just like Microsoft's Game Pass. It's just these companies getting you into the idea, making you think, well, yeah, I can see having to pay a monthly fee for games. And maybe it is a good idea if they kept games to a certain... If they kept the monthly price affordable and fair. But it's just like with these TV streaming services. If everybody's doing it, you're suddenly forking over a lot of cash. Like if Microsoft is charging you for a Game Pass and Xbox Live subscription... It's hard to say when you don't have any saliva. And... you're also paying for EA Access, and if you have a PlayStation 4, you're paying for PlayStation Now, etc., etc., etc. Or if you're paying, like, if you're a PC gamer and you're subscribed to Humble Bundles deal. Look, I'm in the middle of the circle here, and I don't see anybody. They're all afraid of my big purple gun. That's what it is. That's what it is. Coolman says Microsoft is lacking exclusive. Yes, they 100% are. I agree completely. And I think Microsoft at this point kind of agrees, at least certain people in Microsoft. Because if everybody at Microsoft agreed, we'd have more exclusives. Oh, crap. Do not lose your purple gun. If everybody at Microsoft agreed, there'd be more exclusives. Instead, they're looking... You can tell a difference in the way Microsoft thinks by the exclusives they have. First of all, I mean, they've gotten rid of the idea of exclusives. Now, any Xbox One first-party game... any Xbox One first-party game is also going to come to Windows. And as somebody who doesn't have an Xbox One but has a pretty good gaming PC, that's cool for me. But there are people out there, particularly console warriors, that do not like that idea. They say, well, you're not giving people a reason to need an Xbox. And they're not. They're not. I don't need an Xbox. But Microsoft clearly is kind of moving away from the idea of needing an Xbox, right? Because if they thought you needed an Xbox, they wouldn't allow me to buy their games on PC. And Sony, meanwhile, I hope they stick to it, has still had a pretty good push for single-player games. The campaign is not dead at Sony Studios. You have God of War coming out this month. And Spider-Man coming out, what, in summer? I have to look at this $150 press release. I'm like looking at a map here. I have some good weapons, and I don't want to screw this up, but I don't see a single person. And I don't want them to see me either, though. I'm in quite the predicament. Quite the predicament. Oh, I'm glad you brought this up, Rick. So you ask, am I interested in The Last of Us 2? I feel like it's going to be a disappointing, and I think people will rate it higher because of this. Oh, hold on. Hold on, Rick. I'll be right with you. Why isn't that connecting? No, that didn't. That was fair. I didn't hit him that time, but no. See, the bullets aren't hitting him. This isn't right. This isn't right. I don't approve. Do not approve. And he's making a whole little house for himself. We're not playing Little House on the Prairie. Crap. No. Why didn't I hit him twice? Okay, he must have had a shield. Look at that, though. Guys, we're okay. We're okay. And he didn't get a single shot in, by the way. That's just great. That's just great. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, no, I don't want to lose weapons. Just give me a hit. So, sorry. Let me answer that question. You feel like Last of Us is going to be a disappointment. You might be right. I don't know. When I saw the trailer, the one that showed every character except the character we've seen before, that had me a little nervous. Like maybe they're going with like a faction kind of idea where you're playing as other characters. And to be fair, the first Last of Us allowed you to play as different characters without spoiling anything. So it's not unseen for the series, but I feel like I'm a little worried that they're going to go down this road that takes it. I don't know. I'm just worried that it's not going to focus enough on the story and be more money grubbing, because as much as I like Naughty Dog, I'm not a fan of some of. I played The Last of Us multiplayer, and if you've played The Last of Us multiplayer, you might feel the same way I do. I love the first Last of Us game, the campaign. I did not dig the multiplayer. It felt money grubby right from the jump, and I wish I could give more details, but I bailed on it so quick. It was so distasteful for me. Same thing with Max Payne 3. I loved Max Payne. Look at this guy in his bush. Look at this guy in his bush. Crap. I see multiple guys with bushes now. What's going on? I wish I had a grenade. Look at this guy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No. Yeah, run. Run, Bush. Oh, crap. I can hear somebody. No. Damn. Damn. Coolman says, can't wait for The Last of Us 2. I'm cautiously optimistic on The Last of Us 2. Just because I really enjoyed the first game. And I called it. I don't know if y'all remember. I made a video about this. So many people thought, there's no way they're going to make a Last of Us 2. But I said, and not to toot my own horn, but my point was that there's no way they're not going to make a Last of Us 2 because the game was so successful. Sony published that stuff, yo. Sony doesn't dump millions and millions and millions of dollars into a game like that if they don't intend to sequelize it. And that was always the plan. It was always the plan. So it was inevitable. This guy's bragging with his little money dance, but dude actually paid money to do that. That's what you call irony. Is it ironic? I don't know if it's ironic, but accurate. Just throwing money away. Alright, what do y'all say we play one more round of Fortnite? Then we maybe play another game. Maybe try something new. Something different. something fresh. But yeah, I kind of want a PlayStation 4 Pro, just because I got a new TV. I got this 4K TV and this sound system, surround sound system. It's beautiful. It sounds great. And now I'm bougie. Now I want to play games in the best possible graphics and yada yada yada. But I just don't know if it's worth it. Everything I've heard about the PS4 Pros is that they're pretty loud, and some people just say that theirs failed on them way too quickly. If anybody's saying their PlayStation 4 broke or their PS4 Pro broke, that's too early. PS4 Pro just came out like a year and a half ago, 2 years at most. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about it. I want them to do a revision, but then if the rumors that the PS5 is right around the corner, which I'm not as certain about that as some people. I think Sony wants to milk the PS4 as long as possible. But if that's true, then the PS4 Pro might not be worth it. And I have a feeling that the PS5 would be backwards compatible. Artsy Kill says, I just got a gaming PC. Trying to adapt to mouse and keyboard isn't so bad. No, especially not for first-person shooters. This isn't a first-person shooter, obviously, but I think if you have the option to use a mouse and keyboard on a first-person shooter, then you should. You're going to do better. Says, I'm thinking about getting EA Access and running Battlefield 1 for practice. Yeah, go for it. See, like I said, EA Access is still a pretty good deal. You get games like that. Like, Battlefield 1 isn't that old. Rick says, I want to get a Pro, but I don't want to buy a new 4K TV. So you just want it for the graphical upgrades. And I don't, actually, to be clear, I don't think I want to play the game. I mean, it would be nice to play games in 4K, but I don't think the PS4 Pro is powerful enough to handle a game like The Last of Us in 4K. In fact, I'm sure it's not. Really, it's just for the graphical bells and whistles that I'm interested in, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Cool Man says, this generation only goes for graphics instead of gameplay. Yeah, now this generation, do you mean this generation of people or this generation of consoles? Because it's kind of, that battle's kind of been going on since as far back as I can remember. I think it's awesome to have both, but I still love my Switch. It's definitely not the most powerful, but it's probably my most played. If I could figure out how to get, I mean, within reason, without going crazy money-wise, if I could figure out how to get the Switch streaming from my couch and I could still talk and you guys could still see me, I'd love to do that. That'd be pretty cool if I could stream my Switch. And PlayStation 4 too. That'd be pretty nice. There's more discussion going on here. So Rick says, I think the PS5 is probably coming around 2020 to 2022. I think you're right. I think that's pretty good bet. Pretty safe bet. Some people are saying 2019 and I don't think so. I don't think so. Nah. The system hasn't even hit $200 yet. Look at this guy. He shoots me once and runs away. Like he just wanted to nick me. And here I am coming after him like an idiot. Alright, this is, see, okay, Artsy Killer, you brought up the real. That was, I didn't communicate that right. Said you get an FPS bump. That's what I really care about. 60 frames per second. There's games that jump from 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second. And if I can get that, I'm into that. Some people say that they can't tell the difference between 60 and 30, and I believe them. I can tell. When I beat The Last of Us on PlayStation 3 in 30 frames per second, I beat it like once or twice on PS3, and then I beat it like once or twice on PS4. And it is better. I can tell you, it is better on PlayStation 4 in 60 frames per second. Not only does it play better, but it also looks better. And I guess you just have to see it in motion to understand. But the fluidity allows more details to sink in. It's awesome. It's just great. Since so many people I know write off Fortnite because of the graphics. They don't, well see, Fortnite doesn't have bad graphics. It's just I think they're writing it off, they might call it the graphics, but it's really the art style. And the thing is, Fortnite 10 years from now, if you just look at what Fortnite looks like right now and what PUBG looks like right now, 10 years from now, people will say Fortnite looks better just because of the art style. When you go for this stylized, cartoony look, it's less likely to be dated as fast. Jet Set Radio, the first one on Dreamcast, still looks pretty decent, and it had that cel-shaded art style. And same with Wind Waker, the original Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker on GameCube, another cel-shaded game actually, that still looks really good today. Cool Man says, I don't think I'm interested in PS5. Well, yeah. Currently, I mean, I'm not too interested in it yet either. But that's because I've got this fancy schmancy computer and pretty much is a PlayStation 5, I guess. So, I mean, when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, hardware-wise, they were already dated compared to PCs. Consoles will probably never, again, catch up with where PCs are graphically. In the past, it used to be that when a new console came out, it was cutting edge. It was actually better technology than whatever you could do on PC at the time, because console manufacturers were using their own specialized stuff. And that all changed within the last couple generations when they started moving towards PC parts, because it was easier for developers, for one thing. Developers could have a single language, single development language that they could use, and it just made ports and stuff more likely. This guy coming in my spot, trying to blow up my spot. Alright, guys. Artsakilla says, next gen, I'm probably going to stick to PC and whatever Nintendo system's out. You can't really go wrong with that, I think, unless you are looking for those exclusives like God of War or Halo. Well, not Halo. I guess Halo's going to come to PC. Gears of War is going to come to PC now that Microsoft owns the IP. So, yeah, it's not a bad strategy. That's mostly what I play. I do play me some PS4, but it's not a bad strategy, all things considered. PC might replace consoles more ahead in the future. Yeah, I think what's going to happen is we're moving closer and closer to being able to play anything on anything. I think Nintendo and possibly Sony will hold out as long as they can, and maybe Nintendo's case forever. Who knows? But as far as like having your own hardware, Microsoft, I feel like they're ready to. Xbox is just kind of a thing they have right now, and I can't imagine the Xbox One X being a huge success. I'd like to see some hard numbers on it. But right now that thing is $500, and according to Microsoft, they've kind of unofficially said they're not really making any money on it. They're at best they're breaking even because of how much it costs to make that thing. And $500, that's the thing about it. $500 is a lot for you and me, but for Microsoft, it's not enough. If they want to actually make some dough on this thing, it's not enough. And you have these hardware sales charts coming out every month where they say, oh, the Xbox One X made the most revenue. It generated the most revenue because the system costs $200 more than its nearest competition. So I think Microsoft is ready to have their games available on anything, because the real money isn't in the hardware for any of these people. Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, that's not where the real money is. That's just the gateway to get you in. The real money is off of licensing fees for the games. So they get a 30% cut of every game sold, whether or not they made it. If they made the game, they get everything. They get 100%. But if EA puts a game out on the Xbox or the PlayStation 4, Microsoft and Sony get a cut, 30% cut of each game sold. So that's where the real money's at. Coolman says, can't play retro games on PC? I meant to add you. Huh? A little confused by that. But what do you mean, can't play retro games? Like, do I want to? And which kind of retro games? Because I have quite a few old games on PC, but yeah, to a certain extent, you cannot play everything that you used to be able to play. Look at all these fools up there. Certain Windows, previous versions of games that were designed for previous versions of Windows don't always run so well. Like, for some reason, I've got Crisis 2 on Steam, and I have yet to play it on this computer because for some reason, the computer sees the word crisis or something, and they flag it as a virus. And it's the only game that I know of that I have that it does that. So Coolman says, can't you play retro games on PC? Okay, so which retro games? Because you can. You can. It just depends. You mean like ROMs? Like old Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis and that sort of thing? N64? Yeah, definitely. Can you do that legally? Depends. If it's a Sega game, you can't. Oh, man. About to die. You know why I'm dying? Because I didn't keep my promise about making this my last round of Fortnite. So here's what we're going to do. For realsies, this is my last round in Fortnite, but we're not done after that. We'll throw another game. Cool man, message retracted. How did you do that? How do you retract a message? I don't know. But I'd like to take a moment to congratulate everybody. We've got 4 viewers. That is twice as many as 2 viewers. And 1 less than 5 viewers. It's an amazing accomplishment. And now my rather Spanish-looking friend is going to dominate this next round. We will win this battle royale. You know what I've noticed is that I start to perspirate, sweat, if you will, while I am streaming. And it's not because I'm so exhausted from streaming. It's because I have these studio lights pointed at me. Those things get hot. Coolman says you click on the comment and click remove. That's nice. So that means I guess I could have seen it if I was quick enough at looking. Maybe I should be commenting more. Maybe I should spend less time focused on this game because I'm so good. I gotta let these players have a chance and more time commenting, even though I've been talking endlessly. How do you honk? How do you make it honk? Try to make it honk. That's not it. I don't know. I feel like if there was a honk button, everybody would just be slamming down on it constantly. I like this. You can just look back and see everybody flying to places, you know, strategizing. Like they know what they're doing. I'm going over here. I don't see anybody going over here except all of those people. Alright, 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 alright. So y'all, hold on, we got a question here. Do I have any favorite cars? Well, now I'm not like a gearhead with the cars, but I do like me some cars. I was gonna say, I like Teslas. I like Teslas for expensive electric vehicles that I cannot afford. But outside of that, I really like the old school kind of top-down Cadillac sort of thing. Oh crap! How did I fly like that? Hold on. Now I said I was going to dominate that round. By dominate, I meant fly up once and die. So yeah, moving on. We're going to be playing something else. But favorite cars, Rick? Nothing specific. I like the whole aesthetic of the lowrider, but I also like you know, sports cars, like Porsches and stuff like that. But I think it just depends. I'm waiting for that car that just screams me, and I know they're out there. And I've told people this a couple times, but what I would do if I won the lotto or something, what I think I would do. This might piss you off, but I think what I would do is buy 2 really expensive Ferraris or Porsches or something like that, and I'd have one, you know, maybe identical. I'd have one that I drove around when I'm feeling good, feeling happy, but when I'm in the mood to piss somebody off, when I'm in a bad mood, I drive the other one around. And the other one would be just slapped full of bumper stickers. I tell people that, and they get mad at me. And honestly, I don't blame them. It's kind of a dick move. But yeah, I just think that would be funny. I think it'd be funny to drive around a really expensive car slapped with bumper stickers all over it. And maybe, you know, I'd probably take the bumper stickers off and give it a nice paint job. But I just think it'd be really fun. Because the people that would get the most mad about that would not do anything to my car. They wouldn't key it. They wouldn't, because it's offensive to see the bumper stickers. Even part of me just understands that's offensive. Like, I don't want to see you put bumper stickers all over this nice car. And I agree. I think it's kind of rude, but also the idea is just funny to me. Oh, you know what? Here I am, loading up a game that you guys can't even see. How embarrassing. Let me turn that off. Hold on. You're about to see it. So that's the first time you ever heard someone say that? Yeah. I felt like that was an original take. That's my plan. If I ever win the lotto, like big bucks, you know, if I win $1 million, I'm not doing that. But if I win like hundreds of millions of dollars, I might do that. I think that's also kind of YouTube gold, but just seems fun. All right, so we're playing Octodad, Dadliest Catch. I have not played this in several months, so I do not remember the controls very well. Oh, okay. Triggers to walk. And there are different tasks, like weeding the garden. So I have my lawnmower, and I don't know if I need this to weed the garden, but we're gonna look for the weeds. You guys see any weeds? Oh, I could chop some firewood. Okay, so how do I let go? Okay, it's RB to let go, by the way. Okay, nope. There we go.
Dad, when you chop trees, do they feel pain?
Did trees feel pain?
Jeez, Stacy, dumb things like trees and animals.
Look at that. Look at us chopping wood. She said animals do not feel pain. Okay, am I good? Did I do all the chopping that needs to be chopped? I don't think so. I think we're supposed to chop it. I don't know. Come on. Come on, Octodad. Okay. Wait, oh wait. I just let go of my... I'm so stupid. I'm so foolish. I think I let go of my... Where is it? What did I do with it? What did I do with it? These lines are guiding me. Oh, I'm talking to my wife. I can grill and serve some burgers. Let's do that. Let's grill some burgers. Look at my cute little grill. Okay, so I gotta... This is... You know what this game is? If you haven't played this game, I'm sure you can already tell, kind of. This game is an exercise in patience. Like, why are you doing this? Am I burning myself? I just burned myself, I think. Okay, so apparently Octodad has health. I think. And there's no, like, camera control in this game. It's just a big pain in the ass to play. Alright, so I just let it go. Just grill. Grill, baby, grill. But don't burn. Oh, don't burn. Alright. This game is a huge, just... like, it's like a game that you see... Like, I dropped the burger. It's dirty. It's a dirty meat. It's a game that you see, you think, oh, that looks kind of fun. And then you play it, and you're just like, what the heck? Is it done? It's done. Okay. Look at that. He can put it on like nobody's business. He can just land that on there. He said your keyboard would break if you played this game. Yeah. I'm playing it with a controller, thankfully. I can't even imagine playing with a keyboard. I imagine this is kind of what a Goat Simulator plays like. Ricky says you've never seen this game before.
Oh.
I played about an hour of it now, I guess. And last time I played it was several months ago, so what the hell do I know? Okay.
Thanks,
I
Dad.
did it.
These look delicious.
It's like a game where it's like, okay, you finally did it, and you don't know if it was worth it. You honestly don't know if it was worth all the hassle. Okay, so pulling these out. Oh crap! I don't think you're not supposed to see that purple meter. That means I'm walking all over my wife's flowers, and she'll get real pissed off. So you don't want to do that. See, those little eye dots, those dots, those are from her. She's watching me. She's like, you better weed that garden right. Now, Rick, since you haven't played this yet, the premise, or heard of it even, the premise is that it's this octopus in a suit. It's married to this human woman, has these human kids. But he's pulling his con in the sense that nobody knows he's an octopus. And you don't want to reveal by stepping on too many flowers like what I'm doing. Okay. Coolman says this game came out in 2015, right? That sounds pretty accurate. I just want to reach it. You just can't do it. I just don't want to step on any of my wife's flowers. Come on. Come on. Don't grab the gnome. So I like how he just picks up the... All I gotta do is pick up the weeds and just drop them back on the flowers. Only for more weeds to grow. Alright, so I did it. I did it. Now I can step all over her flowers. Alright. They still want me to chop more firewood, though. Okay. Where's my axe? See, that's the thing. Oh, I still have... Well, it says I still have the axe. How do I grab it? I can see the axe right there in the corner. You can see that axe, right? So why can't I find my axe? Where's my axe? I already chopped the firewood. Oh my gosh. This game. Ugh, this game. I wonder if I could chop it with this. No, of course not. Of course not. So let me ask you guys, how are you enjoying Octodad? And how do I get my damn axe back? He just threw it. Maybe he like threw it over the fence. You think so? Can I go over my own fence? This is just ridiculous. Let's see. Well, how do I do it without an axe, folks? I need my axe. Oh my gosh. If I have to restart this whole garden section. Oh, there it is. It does look fun, doesn't it? It does look fun. And then you play it and you're just like, God help me. Hold on. Swing! It's super frustrating. Cool, man. And it's fun in a funny way. Like, I just want you to do what I want you to do. But this is the trials and tribulations of being... Oh, you know what? This is why you can't do it. I need to move the log back on top of the other log, like the other ones were. There we go. There we go. This is what it... This is an accurate simulation of what it would be like to be an octopus trying to chop wood outside. There we go. Look at that. Make it look easy. Frustratingly fun, yeah. So, I mean, I should install the other one, or if I don't already have it installed. But y'all ever heard of Surgeon Simulator? Pretty much the same idea. But as frustrating as this looks, that game is frustrating beyond belief. Like, can't get past the first level. Stressful. It's like, do open heart. Your first mission in Surgeon Simulator is to, like, do open heart surgery. And you have to grab the utensils and... I need to hang up a birdhouse. I'm about ready to cut down a birdhouse. Okay, so let go of this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
I've got you now.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at the chef. How do I stop the chef? How do I stop the chef? Oh, I know. Grab the thing. How do I do it? No explanation whatsoever. Come on. I know what it wants me to do. It wants me to grab the gnome. But he won't grab it. Oh, that's why. Use your legs. Use your legs.
I'm going to figure this out, Octopus.
Come on, use your legs. Yes. You said you played Surgeon Simulator. Bob passed away under your care several times. Yeah. Yeah, all I can do is kill the patient in that game. It's a pretty funny game, though. Maybe I'll stream that in the near future.
Anyway, I have a surprise for the whole family.
It's a very similar idea.
Free
This
trip
game.
to the aquarium.
Oh, we're going to the aquarium. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go. because
I know you think aquariums
he's
are
gonna
festering
see
prisons of iniquity, but I've got to write an article for the paper.
he's gonna see his family
Can't
there.
you make an exception this time?
Spoiler alert! I haven't played this far,
For
but
me?
I think he's gonna see his family there. You guys get the idea.
Groceries. We need to go to the grocery store. We need things like cereal for the kids. Right, kids?
Well, we already have cereal.
I don't.
We need so much
The mom and the
cereal.
kids are trying to pull this con on their
settled.
dad
We're all
to
going
trick him
the
to go
grocery
to
store.
the aquarium. Coolman says it would suck to be a
I
surgeon.
want sports Johnson cereal. And pizza
Why would it
and
suck?
Soda and chocolate milk.
And I want an
I guess it would
apple.
suck if you failed. Yeah, it would suck. Other than that, though, there's money. There's good money in that. If you're into it. I mean, most people probably don't want to be surgeons and splitting people open, watching blood and guts and all that stuff. I don't think I would hate it, but I just don't think I would. Oh, you gotta be cool. You gotta be cool. You gotta walk cool because this fool's looking at you. Oh, find the frozen pizza. Oh, we're actually at the grocery store. So wait a minute. How do I thought we were going to the aquarium. Aquarium must be the boss, though.
Revolutionized the modern shopping experience. Everything here is automated and handled remotely. Oh.
If the person passes away, you might be the blame. Yeah, that would suck. I guess it depends on what kind of surgeon. Oh wait, there it is. There's the frozen pizza.
Our freezer section is all frozen up. We're working on getting
It depends on what kind of
fixed,
surgeon
but
you'd be,
we're
I guess,
sure
right?
At least one freezer door is working.
Like if you're doing open heart surgery, yeah, that's risky.
Why are all these freezers frozen?
I need a. See, you can't grab it because it's frozen. Oh, I got people looking at me. Stop looking at me, yo. Acting like you've never been here before. Let me put these on. Look cool. Maybe not. Just launching things. Well, how am I supposed to open it if I can't touch frozen things?
Sports Johnson cereal. I hope nobody steals it while I look over here.
Oh, I guess I have to steal her cereal. So they really had me going to the grocery store. Oh, don't be looking at me. I'm just doing my normal human things. I'm not an octopus. It says get Tommy's cereal. Get it. Get that cereal. Got it. Yeah, why are all these freezers frozen? I don't know. So you have to tell the family. Oh.
My kids need their sugary cereal fix.
You have to tell the family that he or she didn't make it. Yeah, that would suck. I guess you could be a plastic surgeon, and all you have to say is, the breast didn't make it. I don't know how to open a frozen freezer without opening it. What happens if I go in here? Can I go in? Am I supposed to go in the freezer? No, I don't think I am. This fool just left it open. Okay, I'm being watched again. What you looking at? What you looking at, lady?
Do you work here?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does anyone work here?
What's this? Soda City. Oh, don't drop it. See, they put these things all over.
For a big party? Only Gerbison's has a Soda City.
They
big
put all
enough
these
to handle
things
your
all over
biggest
so you can
events.
knock them over and look like an octopus. Okay, got ourselves a soda. Throw that away. We don't need that. These sodas are here just to knock them over, just to look like an ass.
Destroy.
Obtain
Hear that?
mango soda.
Abazor action
Oh, I have to
figures
get
are back
that
in stock
soda
by
way up
popular
there?
demand.
That's not cool.
I would get the new Abazor for my son, but I hear they promote robot violence.
That's not cool. How am I supposed to get? Oh wait, maybe I can get it right there. Is that it? Give me. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Nothing is more frustrating in this game than pushing the wrong button right when you're about to. That's got to be the mango soda, right? Give me that. Shit. Wait. So, I thought this was the mango soda. Not that. Crap. Give me the mango soda. Do I have a cart or something I can give this to my kid with? Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to throw it at that soda to get my mango. How am I supposed to throw it? This guy has no throwing accuracy. How am I supposed to throw this? I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do, am I? No. Because he can't throw. Well, he can throw, just not accurately. Oh, wait. Rick says, what's my favorite movie? I am not good at that question. I'm just not good. I can tell you lots of my favorite movies. Love Terminator 2. Love Bad Boys 2 in a certain kind of guilty pleasure way. Terminator 2 is not a guilty pleasure, though. It's just a great movie. What else? I wish I just need a list of movies. Dark Knight was high up there for me. I remember even Batman Begins too. Like I just remember watching those movies. Dark Knight was one of the few movies that I saw in theaters multiple times. I need to figure out how to get up there. But there's so many movies I like. I kind of like a lot of darker movies in general, but not exclusively. Like Land Before Time, which actually has its dark moments. You know the Land Before Time, the original one? I had some real nostalgic memories of it, right? Thinking like, I'm gonna climb up there, I don't care. Thinking like, oh, that was such a good movie. I should buy it on DVD. And I could never find it on DVD. This was a few years ago. Now you can find it. But I could never find it at the time on DVD. And it finally came out for $15. I was like, I do not want to pay $15 for a movie. But it's The Land Before Time. I don't know if I'm ever going to see this DVD again. And the movie is like, no joke, 60 minutes long. It's an hour-long movie. And I paid $15 for it. Not my proudest moment. But, yeah, when it comes to, let's say, animated movies, what's like the tops for me? Lion King, Aladdin, and some of the darker ones too. Jeez, I wish I could. I just need a list of movies in front of me. I could point them out to you, Rick. I could be like, this. Cool Man says Land Before Time was depressing and had a good ending. Yeah, it was. It was and it did. Anyway, just making a mess. All in the name of getting my son his mango soda. Octodad kind of looks like a mango. I can't climb up. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, I'm finally figuring out these controls a little bit more, but they're so awkward. Got it. You don't know how satisfying that is when your character moves the way he does. Let's go. Okay, no more knocking stuff down. I'm being watched again. What you looking at, bro?
Oh, hi there.
Hi, sorry. Okay. Still, okay, I'm being watched by too many eyes. People need to mind their own business, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, hello there.
What's your guys' favorite movie? I can tell you if that's my favorite movie too. Oh, this is it. Out of order. That's how you get in. Because this freezer is out of order, so I'm going to get my family some unfrozen frozen pizza and maybe give them salmonella. Maybe if I could figure out still how to open it. It says out of order. Maybe I need like a hammer or something to break this because he's not doing what I want him to do. Okay, come on. No idea. No idea. It says find the frozen pizza. I found the frozen pizza. I must tell you. I did find it. I just can't get it. It's got these shiny things going on. I think that's just to signify frozenness. See, I think I was onto something with this before, but I just... There we go. Here we go. Just normal things. How am I supposed to do this? This game, I swear. Come on. Come on, Octodad. This game could not be any more frustrating. Okay. I'm supposed to get through there? Come on, Octodad. You can see her just looking, just walking right by. This game is pretty funny. Oh, shit. We did it. We did it. That is one of the most satisfying moments I've ever had in a game. Locate the perfect apple. Get the hell out of here. Get the perfect apple. Alright. Get the perfect apple. What's your favorite Marvel superhero and DC superhero? Okay, I can mess with you on this. DC superhero, it's gotta be Batman. crap.
because I
See,
can't get
that's
enough
my
of Soul City.
octopus
I
meter
wish I lived in
showing
Space.
that I'm an octopus. People can figure it out. It's that golden apple, I guess. And they put it right next to some banana peels. Crap.
We here at Gervison's promote family values by offering great values.
So
for
Batman
families.
is my favorite superhero for DC. And for Marvel, who is my favorite Marvel
Master
superhero?
Soda is out of this world.
Ah, that's a good question. I don't know. You guys are really making me think. And I'm playing a game that you wouldn't think requires this much thought, but here I am, stuck. Like this game actually requires so much concentration. It's literally like the whole pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time kind of deal. And I'm trying to talk at the same time and think. It's more than I'm trying to think. I feel like I could really be answering these questions spitfire real quick if I wasn't playing this game at the same time. But maybe it's all the more fun for that. Grab some chocolate milk. So I need to probably go to the dairy section way down there. Marvel, that's a good question. It'd be disingenuous for me to just say Black Panther just because he's cool. Because I don't know enough about Black Panther yet.
That means it's safe for me to talk about
But
how we get our meat from. What? What is it?
I don't know. I guess it depends on if we're talking.
What I was saying was,
You know what?
it's safe
Let's
to
say
talk about how we get our meat from nowhere.
It's probably an X-Men. It's probably an X-Men character. It's probably like it's probably Wolverine.
But get away from.
But I really liked Logan, and that's not the reason it's Wolverine. I was actually thinking of the cartoon. It's all corny at this point, right? But get a sushi sample in the back. Would you trust a sushi sample from the back of a grocery store? I don't know. This fool's feeding his family some really questionable stuff. Oh shoot! That boss! Oh crap! See, this is why you don't steal his sushi. Run! Crap. It's so hard to run. They want you to dodge stuff. You can barely even move. Mop the sticky floor? Are you kidding me? Want me to mop? Crap, run! Okay. Check out at the front. Alright, thank God.
Shirtless chefs of Maryland.
Hey, wife.
There you
I'm
are.
totally not
We were getting
an
worried.
octopus.
Your
I'm not
clothes
the
left
dad.
us something odd. What were you doing back there?
Alright, folks.
Well, it's greatly appreciated.
Hey, she's all on my jock right now. It's like saying, what are you doing up there? I was getting this stuff. Well, you did absolutely nothing, by the way. Oh, I have to actually scan my own items? This is just ridiculous. Oh, I'm at the self-checkout because that makes sense for the octopus. This guy who can barely do anything.
Drink your juice.
Ah, my gosh. Is supposed to scan his own items.
This tab is yours.
Rick says, so the boss knows you're an octopus? That is a good question. It does kind of seem that way, right? It seems like he's on to me. And that might be why he's trying to kill me. Because you always kill the people you don't know.
Masterpiece.
All right.
Not
now
to
that
say
we've
this
got
game
our
runs on
groceries,
flawless
it's time
logic
to head
or
to the
anything.
aquarium.
Oh, now we're going to the aquarium. First they make me do things
Well, that makes two of us.
that I had no interest in the first place.
To the car.
They make me do all the grocery shopping while the kids are wasting my money, all my quarters on that ride, and the mom's just
It's really simple.
staring at me, criticizing me. And now we have to go to the place that I was terrified of going to
Or you can
because it's
walk
going to
home
reveal my
alone.
secret. So I have to go with them or walk home alone.
Come on, Dad. What are you waiting for?
All right. And they want this to just keep on going. But you know what? I think that's it. I think we're good on the Octodad for today. And I'm not done with Octodad. I think that this was fun. It was frustrating as hell,
Ooh,
but it was fun.
take a look at that.
Excuse me.
Check
And
out
funny.
that gift shop.
It's just a good time. Good family-friendly fun. Oh, he's afraid because he's seeing his predators, his natural predators there. What a mess. To serve octopus. Who's reading that at the aquarium? Who goes to the aquarium and says,
Are you all right?
like, how do I
What has
how do
got
I
you so spooked?
kill the swordfish the most effectively and the most
Okay,
deliciously?
I'll just have to add that to the list of questions. Don't worry.
Normally I don't
we're
talk
here
through
for you.
cutscenes, but
Now, let's
we're
get
on
some tickets.
YouTube, Twitch. I'm just waiting for this to get to the gameplay. So let's just go ahead and exit. I'm hoping that's a checkpoint. Should be. Thank you, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight. You've all been awesome, and I had fun. I hope you did too. Learned a lot. You know, we've all learned a lot today. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. You could ring that little bell on the YouTube icon as well if you want to see when these things are happening, live or not live, replay, whatever. If you just want to know, that'd be great. And if you want to subscribe on or follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at UPNLOADED, it's right there in this splash screen, right? There we go. In this general vicinity. You can't click on it because it's a video, and if you click on it, it will pause it, and I'll stop talking, which you might want to click, but there's links in the description box below. You can click on those. It'll take you to magical places around the internet, like the UPNLOADED Facebook page and Twitter page, and also UPNLOADED.com, where all kinds of great content is uploaded. That's why it's called UPNLOADED. So thank you very much again for watching, guys. I really appreciated our time together, and I hope we have many more of these times together to come. Also, you can like this video or dislike this video if you didn't like it, but you stuck around, so I'm feeling like you liked it enough. But thanks again for watching, guys. Really fun talking to you. Really fun talking at you. I will see you next time.